Hello, everyone. Hello. It is now Tuesday, the second day of the week or the third day of the week, depending on if you think Sunday is the start. Is Sunday the first day of the week, or is it Monday? Is Saturday the last day of the week, or is Sunday? I don't know. This cup must be a lefty because I'm holding with my left hand, so the dog faces out. But if I turn it this way, the dog is towards me. There's a little teeny dog inside there. I don't know if you can see it because, but without spilling my coffee. See, the dog pokes his head out there. But maybe it's so I can be selfish and say, I will look at the dog and you can look at this text. Now on this text, there's some misprint text. I don't know where this may, I have my assumptions. But, you know, they say about assuming, it's something about everyone has one and they all stink. But anyway, opinions or assumptions. But this cup right here, if I wanted to show it like this, good morning followers, and how are you today? You know, one of those kind of things like that you'd see. Or I say, these are the best cigarettes money can buy. They don't give you harsh mouth and they taste delicious. You know, from the 1950s on early television. But it's kind of a weird cup, huh? Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share this video and other videos in my channel. I said I did get hit. Oh, ow! I did get hit one of those stage hits. Oh, right in the nose. Stage combat. Whack, boom, pow, shish, bing, bong. But anyway, I was hit for the invalid traffic. Turns out I had very low. They actually gave me a thumbs up about how low amount of invalid content I had on there, or invalid traffic. They don't even know. They don't really investigate it. The algorithm will pop it up. Then the purging audit will either say, yeah, we think it is, and they just take it. They don't say to you, hey, David, do you know this person named David Gardner, and did he watch a video? You know, or a common name like David Gardner could be myself, and they might think I made up another account for David Gardner, but it's really someone named David Gardner from Wisconsin, and he drives trucks for a dairy, and I don't know who he is, and he doesn't know who I am, but we both have the same name. If my name is John Doe or Bill Smith, I'm sure there's a lot of them. My name is not that unique, and I'm not that unique, I guess. Well, I'm a big old fat white guy, so I'm not that unique either. But, yeah, if you can help me with that, if you can help me, it's 100% free, I guarantee. And they don't spam you. People say, well, maybe I'll get spammed. No, you just don't log on to YouTube if you don't want to. You can subscribe to my channel. You can like this video you're watching right now by clicking that like button down there somewhere. You can hit subscribe, like, and you can even share it on your Facebook or share it on your MySpace. Go way back there. You can use your Earthlink account to share it through your Hotmail and send it over to MySpace if you want, and never ever get spammed, because all you do is, what they'll do is, if you hit the little subscribe button or whatever, if you hit the subscribe and then you hit the bell, okay, if it's like it, share it, subscribe, and hit the bell, it'll just notify you, hey, David put a new video out. So, for example, let's say you watched my video on Christmas stuff, and you said, oh, that's beautiful. Look at that pretty tree. I wonder where you can buy that pretty tree. And you say, David, you know where I can buy that pretty tree? Oh, you know, I saw that pretty tree. It's out in front of J.C. Penney's. I think they sell it, or whatever. And then you will get a thing that says, David has made a new video today. He made a video about a deer walking through the forest, and he videoed it. And you can like it, watch it, or not. That's it. It's not going to spam you. It doesn't get your information. If you watch something on Pizza Hut, let's say I made a video yesterday on Pizza Hut, and let's say you watch that video, they're not going to say, you're not going to get things like saying, hey, I see you like Pizza Hut. Do you also want some videos on Panda Express? You can go and eat some Panda Express because you eat pizza. You must also eat Panda Express. Nothing like that. So for those of you that are scared, what's going to happen? Oh my God, what if I subscribe? Nothing. Subscribe, and if you don't like it, unsubscribe. Very simple. So please, 100% free, no hassles. You just click. If it takes you 7 seconds, I'll be surprised. It might take you 9, I don't know, but it won't take you 10. Big help. Big help. See, I have no money to pay for things. Like, people say, well, you must make a lot of money on your channel. No, I make less than $5 a month. And my manager is $150 a month. So if you do the math, you know, it's kind of not making any money. So I didn't start the channel to make money. I started the channel because people kept asking me, David, how did you lose all this weight? You lost so much weight. You lost 108 pounds at the time I started. So that's where I came up with this. So how much weight have you lost? I thought, no, I'll be right back. So I took all my clothes, got naked, hopped on the scale, looked at my paperwork from my lab work. And in the lab work, they do take your weight, and you got to pee in a cup and all that stuff. You know, your height, your weight, pee in a cup. Ouch, taking blood, whatever. So I looked at the one where I was hospitalized, and that's where I came up with 108 pounds. I was 108 pounds less, weighing less, fewer pounds less, weighing whatever, what's the proper grammar, of my current weight versus that weight. That's where we came up with 108 pounds. Right now I'm about 120 pounds. Now, you notice I said before about 125, so they do the math again. You can see I gained 5 pounds. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I gained 5 pounds. Will I lose it? I hope so. Am I concerned about it? Not really. So I would like to continuously. My goal of the channel is to show what I did and to offer some assistance if I can to somebody else. I can't tell you what to do. I can say, you know what? If you eat 2 salads, if in the morning you drink a diet shake, and one of those, and then have a salad for lunch and a salad for dinner, you're going to do. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you. If you might say, well, you know, I usually eat 2 candy bars after breakfast and 3 at night. And I said, you know what? I can't tell you what to do, but maybe cut back to 1 candy bar a day. That's a big change. And people say, well, you know, I gotta get rid of everything. David, you look like you just got rid of everything, didn't you? No, I learned it over time. I know I had to eat better, and I had to exercise more. And I knew that's what worked for me. So a lot of the diet pills, never took them. You know, if I did get contacted the other day about a diet pill. It's one of you don't have to not diet pill. Wait, I'm sorry, BC. You do not diet. Don't change anything. I think you might not know. I think you may know who they are, because they do have some commercials with some very famous people. So maybe things aren't going too well because they hit this guy up for an endorsement. So what they want to do is they want to pay me to make some videos for their channel and for mine. So I say, hi, my name is David Gardner, and I have this YouTube channel called David Lost 108 Pounds. Let me tell you, one of the way I did it is I found I was having trouble. I lost 100 pounds. I was doing a lot better, but my numbers started getting a little bit not quite as good as I wanted them to be. Started putting on a little weight. So magic pill, boom, boom, and took everything. They want me to do that. Well, I don't use that pill, so I will not do that. I was contacted by an exercise bike. And I said, sure, I would gladly do it, but I have to have the bike. So they want to give me a bike, give me a little bit of money, give me a discount to people that follow. So, you know, I ride the bike and say, hey guys, this is a great bike. I like this bike. It's good. And the only thing I don't like about it is I have to actually get up and do it or whatever, you know, something silly like that. You know, it's going to be kind of silly. I was really fat. No, I'm not. But I am fat, and I was fatter. I'm less fat. I'm fatless, not fat, no fat. I'm less fat than I was in the past. So that kind of thing I could do, but I'm not going to endorse a pill or a shot or a meal plan if I don't use it. I did show a Jenny Craig burger that I tried. It was pretty good. The only reason I got the burger is because they were 99 cents at grocery outlet. I guess Jenny Craig changed some packaging or some information on their packages or something, or maybe even some of their recipes or whatever, but Jenny Craig made some kind of a change, and all of the food items that they used to send out to people that paid to be a member of Jenny Craig, they get the diet, they get the meals. No longer will get those meals. Those meals are going to be gone, and it's a new meal. So I guess what they did is they replace, you know, they got the replacement, either replacement packaging or formula or whatever they did, and all that ended up at grocery outlet. Grocery outlet, Big Lots, used to be Pick and Save. Clever little name. Where's these closeout houses, and that's where they get that stuff. And that's frozen, so they have to put in the freezer. They get rid of it pretty quick. A lot of it has expiration dates. If it's just a closeout of some kind of writing pen, it's probably not an expiration date on the pen. But this stuff does expire, so they had to get it out. So I went to grocery outlet here in Doherty. The other ones didn't have it. I went to, you know, when I'm driving around or walking around, I actually can walk to. From my house, I could probably walk to 3 different grocery outlets. People say, well, that's awfully close. 3 within a couple of blocks? No, within 10 miles. So if I'm doing these long walks and I go out and walk 7 miles, I'll come up to another grocery outlet. But those kind of things, I did make one about that burger. It's pretty tasty. I did take off the top bun, put a little mustard on there. I also have that relish I showed you guys. If you go back that way, you'll see some videos of some low-carb meals. And you'll see that I do use a relish. So you can't eat relish because it's sweet and has sugar. No, this is just relish. This is chopped up pieces of pickle, maybe a little vinegar. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just in water, and you squirt it out of this bottle, and there you go. So I did not go for that endorsement deal. So that could have been some money. Was it millions of dollars? Nope. If I was Kim Kardashian and said, you know what, after having these children, and one of my nannies called in sick, and my cook, I told him to cut my calories back, and said he did not do it, or she did not do it. And my Indian guru that came in with my yoga was off. I gained 5 pounds, so I've been using this magic pill. They would give her $1 million to take that magic pill, even to put into it. It could be a jelly bean. I can't believe it. I took it. I got up. I walked to the refrigerator. I weighed myself on the way back. I lost 5 pounds in 3 seconds. It was, oh my God, Kim Kardashian lost 3 pounds, 5 pounds in 3 seconds. I better buy this immediately. Where do I send my check? In the old days, we send a check, right? And or come on, COD, cash on delivery. But yeah, so I'm not gonna get those kind of endorsement deals. So what I need to do is I need to build the channel organically. And that means I'm not gonna buy bots or buy subscribers. I don't want to buy anything. If you don't like the channel, don't join. If you joined and you don't like it anymore, leave. That kind of thing. Someone got angry because I said that I don't think that Donald Trump is back before I have my channel, but I said that I didn't think that someone, it was on some major economist was on the channel. He had a PhD, and he was on one of these news stations like CNN, which is no longer news, and MSNBC. Those are mostly talk shows. And he was saying that we're going to be in a major depression within 2 weeks of Donald Trump's inauguration. I said, that's not true. That's not going to happen. And then someone else would say, it was a military specialist who was also very liberal, and she said, we will be in World War III within a month. And I said, that's not going to happen either. Because if we go into a major depression in 1 week, and then that causes us to go into this war because we're oh my God, America, we're poor. Let's go take this other country's money. Hey, Russia, give us your money, or whatever. That's really bad. We're talking about in the times kind of thing, and it's going to happen within a month. Our economy is going to be gone, and we're going to be in a major war. I didn't say it was going to happen, and people blocked me, and that's fine. Everybody has a right to say what they want, and as long as they don't say certain things you can't say. But if you have an opinion and you express it, that's fine. And if you don't like the fact that I'm going to say I don't think that Biden's a good president, I'm so sorry. I don't really think Biden's a very good president. You may think he's great. You may think Kamala Harris is the greatest vice president we've ever had. And I disagree with you, but I welcome your thoughts. I welcome your opinions. This is not a political channel. This is all about what I did. And I did not go out and bang on doors and say, please vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Nor did I say, please vote for good old Trump and Pence. I never did those two things. I voted. I was very, very, my impact, my activities on the last couple elections have been very minor because I haven't really liked my candidates. When I go into the booth, I have to choose the lesser of two evils. I talk about this repeatedly. I was born in 1961. I think, didn't Kennedy die in 1963? Those people couldn't sleep the night before because they were so excited to go vote for this individual. Maybe Donald Trump, probably been a few other times that they went to the polls and they were so excited. Maybe Thomas Jefferson, I don't know. Even though he's never president, that one. Benjamin Franklin, people always talk about how ignorant we are. Because when Benjamin Franklin was president, he was president of the post office. He was the president of the post. They called him the president back then of the post office, but not of the United States. But yeah, so I've never been excited to vote for a candidate. Someone I thought would be really good was Colin Powell. He's dead now, but he was a general. He was an enlisted man. For those of you in the military, you know how hard that would be. I'm some slick sleeve private, and I become a 4-star, 5-star general. Big accomplishment. Big accomplishment. He was a statesman. He was very, very good at controlling things, getting people on both sides of the aisle to come together, and I thought he'd be a great president. So if you see something on there and I say this shirt, I'm wearing it, it did trigger somebody that got very angry with me, and I posted it on there, but it was taken off because it's considered hate speech because I said that the person was a male to female transsexual because he told me he was a male to female transsexual. He was transitioning from male to female. He was 6'3", I think, but a tall woman. But he said this is hate speech, it's a hate symbol. Anything with the American flag is a hate speech. And I don't agree with that. And I disagreed with him. And I put that I disagreed with him. And people go, oh no, how about I killed him? Well, I'm not going to kill somebody for that. That's not a capital deadly force is authorized. You know, it was a argument. He was arguing with me about the I wasn't even arguing with him. I said, oh, okay. And he was screaming and yelling at the post office. And then there was a former Marine. I'm a former Air Force airman. I guess he was a former Marine. And he took offense, and he was kind of on the verge of threatening, you know, going back and threatening. He wanted me and him to take him outside behind the barn, like old Joe said, and give him a whooping, Uncle Joe. But no, it didn't come to that. So if you disagree with something, you know, if you say, you know, I think it's okay to take this, okay. Some people want to take speed, you know, illegal speed, like where these called black beauties and rainbows and all that stuff, whites back in the 60s and 70s. And if you watch old episodes of like Dragnet, they talk, he was on some goofballs, and also on Adam 12, one Adam 12. Go see the man who's taking some goofballs, or whatever they call it, whatever the name, the slang word for it is. Definitely not the name for that. I mean, I might take white aspirin and call them my white woohoos, and because my headache went away. But they were talking about that, and I said, I don't think that's good. If they say, should I take cocaine? The answer is probably no. Should I drink? For me, I'm not an alcoholic. But if you look at the carb contents of most alcohol, it's pretty high. And people say, I love the taste of tequila. You probably don't. But most people, when they will drink a drink with hard alcohol, they're going to mix it with something. When I used to bartend, a drink that I made all the time, like rum and Coke, 7 and 7. Well, those have Coke and 7-Up in there. You know, not cocaine, Coca-Cola. But those kind of drinks have those things. That a margarita has a lot of calories and a lot of carbs. Daiquiris, alpha strawberry daiquiri, all of that kind of stuff has. And so I can't drink that. Am I alcoholic? No. When I tell people I don't drink, they think, oh, well, congratulations. Congratulations, I don't drink alcohol. Because they think I was a drunk. I was in the military, probably got, you know, and I was a drunk. And now I'm not drunk. Congratulations. Well, you know, if that was the case, thank you for your thoughts there. But that's not the case. I had a different demon, which was overeating and being a fat dude. So my situation was different with alcohol. So you may drink, but so I'm saying this channel, maybe that. But if you can subscribe, that would be a huge help. If you can like it, huge help. If you can hit that subscribe bell, that helps a little bit. If you can like it, what they did when they caught me with this invalid traffic, I'm sorry, was because of people that would watch and leave. And that's fine. And like I said, please do so. If you don't like something, please leave. People say this is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. I've had some people, I'm leaving your channel because you said this. Someone wanted me to read the Quran and to study the Quran. Well, I'm not interested in that. It's not for me. That's not my. I have no interest in doing so. I have nothing against the Quran or those who read the Quran, if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing, stop my journey, and sit there and read it. First of all, I don't have time to sit there and really read anything if I'm going to be out there walking. This is, I think, one time it was during my walk when I walked over 610,000 steps in 1 month, over 300 miles in the last almost exactly 12 months ago. I was doing that. I was out there walking, 24,000 steps a day. And next time I wasn't going to sit there and, oh, wait a minute, I better not walk. I got to read this book. No. So there are things like that. And some people say, well, since I said that I went to, I don't know, some church, was having some kind of event. I went to the church and they got mad about that. They said that I was preaching religion or something. I was just saying I'm going to go to this event and then I'm going to go walk. That was it. But that was too much. So if they don't like it, maybe the person doesn't like people that eat pig. And I said, this morning I had bacon and eggs. I got to get off this guy's channel. He said the word bacon. Who knows? But if you can please subscribe. I'm going to put a new video out. I got a request for a new dining video. So I will be recording that today. Send it to my manager. Right now in where he is in Pakistan, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Here it's 12 hours difference. So I'll do that on that one that was requested, and I'll let you know the next one, which will be after the pizza. So this is not a pizza place, so you'll see a series of pizza places. And then I think that's episode number 9. It was Pizza Hut. Yeah, and so episode 10 will be this requested one. So when you see this one, number 10, you'll know that was a request. I also got a request for this, and I'll probably put out a video asking people, should I do it or should I not? they were talking about safety while walking. I would walk at night. I'd walk, midnight. I'd walk at 1 in the morning. I'd walk at 7 at night. I'd walk in the dark. It gets dark out here about 5 o'clock, and I'd be out there walking. I try to avoid the sun, not necessarily the heat of the sun, but the fact that I am very, very white, as you can see. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? I'm as white as paper, so I don't get suntanned like I don't tan. I don't go out and purposely try to get sun on my skin. So I wear sun shirts. I wear hats. It's kind of Woody Allen says, I don't tan, I stroke. But so I would go at night or early mornings, and I would avoid the afternoon hours. So I try to walk in the morning, then I would try to walk in the early evening when it starts getting dark, and then I'd walk at night. So I could walk 3 times a day, so I wouldn't have to walk, 10 miles in one setting. I did that a few times. I'd walk from my house to the trail, turn around, come back. That's 5 miles. And then from my house to the trail, and come back. That's 10. I got all my steps in that way because of the fact I had some filming to do. So this next challenge is going to be, this next video is going to be on a restaurant, number 10, I believe. It's after the pizza restaurants. Then I was requested to do something about the safety on my walk. Now that's going to be probably politically incorrect because most of the times I had any interaction with people out there or anything that might be unsafe, with the exception of I did see a bear a couple of times and coyotes at night. I would shoo them away and continue to walk. People would ask me, did you carry a gun? Did you have a knife? Did you have a hammer? Did you carry a big long stick? I was going to carry a stick, but I really couldn't find one. When I'd hike in the mountains, you could always find a down branch, and you can kick the green part off of it, and you'd have a walking stick. You don't have to bring a walking stick to the hills. There's a million of them out there, but in the city, no, I didn't carry a baseball bat or something like that. But they asked me what my experiences out there. Was it safe to do so? And I believe it was. But some of the interaction I had will be with certain people that have certain issues, that had certain problems, I guess, with me walking out there or doing whatever, or using my camera, who knows. But I don't know if I'll do that or not, because it may not be that interesting to anyone. But if you are interested in knowing about the safety and my encounters on my walk, and I didn't just walk here because you just walked in Monrovia. That's a nice area. Everybody's got a little bit of money. It's not a inner city. It's not a gang, really gang infested, although we've had problems there. But that's where you walk. Well, that's not true. I walked wherever I could. So, like when I'd film, I was filming down around 3rd Street in Los Angeles. And for those of you who know, that's a lot of unhoused, a lot of drugs and all that stuff, a lot of gang activity. But when I was filming, we'd take an hour break for lunch or whatever. I would eat 15 minutes, and I'd go walk out 10 minutes, turn around, and come back. That kind of thing. So I was walking in bad neighborhoods. There's no such thing as a bad neighborhood, just bad neighbors. I don't know. Is there a slogan like that? I should make it. There's no such thing as a bad neighbor. Only bad neighbors. Don't be a bad neighbor. But yeah, I wasn't coming across people like, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. A little bit different than that. No King Friday, or his name was. So maybe I'll make that. But anyway, I'll wrap this one up. It went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But if you can subscribe, that'd be great. If you want to see that video is coming out, I'll probably be out tomorrow, based on a restaurant that I got a request for. If you want to request anything, please let me know. You can put it down here. You can email me. You can send me a message, a comment on here. You can write me on Instagram. I'm pretty easy to find. My name is David Gardner, and my middle name is Vance. It's like dancing, like the word dance with a V. People, I would say it's like David, what's your middle initial? I say V like Victor. Oh, is your name Victor? It's no, but no one can. If it says V like Vance, then I get that. So it's David, D-A-V-I-D, Vance, V-A-N-C-E, V-A-N-C-E, Gardner. Pretty easy to find everywhere. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a great Tuesday. Take care.